How you guys doing? We are back, and it's been a very long time since I posted a video, but I have been super busy on the main channel, but I've been following along with obviously the Godforge progress. And what happened last night was quite sneaky, because I was going to do an update video on everything that's been happening as a nice little roundup, which other creators have done, so great job. And as I was making that video, and another creator jokingly said this, Hades dropped a video. Like, Hades dropped the video, so we're going to be looking at this video because from my pantheon that I'm in, I'm in the CHB, the Camp Haplid pantheon. If you guys want to join it, I should have a little link in the description down below for you guys too. We were talking about it, and I was like, yo, I need to dip out of this chat, because if I'm in this chat, it's going to spoil all of the cool reactions that I thought we're not due in today's video. So smash like, comment, and subscribe. It's a full live reaction to all of what's to come and what's been developed, basically, for Godforge since the alpha, which is going to be very interesting for myself to follow. And just as we watch this, there is going to be different camera angles, and you will be able to hear the audio as well. So we can click on two different ones, so making sure we don't hide all of the good during what we're about to see. So here are some of the heroes that we have been following, and ooh, can we just go back a second? Hold up, Christmas is coming early already. Hell, Hades, thank you for this free gift right now. Gee, look how good some of these heroes look. Oh my lord. Oh, it's the 4. Jeez. I'm just saying, I don't know if you guys know, but I do have the Asgard hoodie, right? So I have, just seeing my boy 40 looking pretty fly is looking pretty sick to my guy. You know, I'm absolutely loving it. Let's see what else we've got here. Okay, so it's showing you. So if you guys wondering what that is, that's really interesting. I was taking that in, and because it's very fast. But what we're seeing there is actually the different, I believe, areas you're going to be fighting in. So you can see here is technically one of the Aru temples that, again, through the campaign, maybe through different stories, you're going to be going through these different environments that they've built up. This one's giving me very, I wouldn't say Fenrir vibes, but it is those kind of dark caverns, which is really cool. Absolutely love this. I love caves. I think caves stuff looks great. Then we've got a new environment again, since I'm going into the Tian environment, and we can tell that's the Tian one just because of the bell. If you look at the very top there, the bell has that symbol on, which is the Tian faction, or I think it's a faction to call it. We'll see what they're going to name them properly in the game. Now we've got, is this the Kajiki one? It looks like it. Really cool. Oh, man. Yeah, they're going through each pantheon's environment, and wow. We just take that in for a second. Even the, like, just the little bits in the background here. Like, look at this little bit in the background. Like, it's the little things in life that honestly adds up. And it's these little attention to details that really make you want to go through. And if you guys ever want to do what I'm doing here, which is go frame by frame on these environments, or any of the images we're about to see, you can press the full stop or the comma on your keyboard, and it will progress it literally by 1 frame. If you want to go by 5 seconds, you can do it by the arrows. But again, really nice environment here. I'm trying to see if there's any secrets inside, but there's nothing. There's nothing to show. You got Zeus, you got all the heroes we know there. I think apart from maybe this one. This one might be the one that we're a bit sketchy on. We don't know who that is, but it looks a bit like, I wouldn't say Medusa, because it isn't. They're not the snakes. They look like antlers. So it might be another hero, but what we can see there. Moving on, though, let's see what the next environment is. Again, hey, this is like the Aztec vibes one, right? So this is where you see like Quetzalcoatl and Xbalanque, different heroes like that, for example. So really nice environment again. Oh wow, no, this is the best one. It's so simple, but why does that look so nice? It's like the Mayans, right? This is the Mayan temples, and it looks so warm. Like, you know what I mean? Like, having that feeling of these lights going up on these stairwells. I'm just making sure it looks good on camera. Like, the detail and that just makes it feel really warm. Like, even though, you know, we might be getting sacrificed later on, but hey, looks good. Looking good. So yeah, we are going through all of them. There's a lot of them. So hell my lord. This is going to be a long video. Oh, animations. Let's see those animations. Boom, we're in. So we've got, it could be someone like How Yi, or How You, I've got what his pronunciation in, for one of his skills. And I actually like these kind of skills. I know some people will be like, oh, really? But look, if you're an archer main in any game, if you like ranger-focused gameplay, Rain of Arrows. I'm just saying, Rain of Arrows is the staple. Whoever thought of this, thank you for just giving us some nostalgia on here. Because the thing is, look at that animation of the bow firing it. Look at that. Oh my god. That looks so sick. It's literally like a cross. Like, you're about to die. Welcome to your maker, my friend. Oh my lord. And then here they come. Pew! And like, obviously, because I believe this is meant to be a Chinese-based hero, I don't know if they've obviously intended to do this, but a lot of stuff, especially in games like, I wouldn't say like Age of Empires Mobile, which I play on my main channel, and other games, when they do Chinese-focused stuff, there's a lot of like firecrackers and this really orange, vibrant flame. I like that they've gone with that, because that makes it honestly feel like they understand, like, I wouldn't say the culture, but they understand, like, you know what I mean? Where they're taking their inspiration from. It's not just some random ideas they're throwing together. They've really thought about every little piece of detail on there. So, absolutely love it. We're only in the intro, guys. Jesus. Oh, my lord. Who's that Mulan? Hey, the Berserkers. I have to pause it. Look how sick these are. Probably commons and uncommon heroes. I'm just saying, look how good they look. Oh, hey, who are you? Hey up. We're going to be seeing that today, and we're seeing the bosses. So if you guys don't know what you're looking at here, are potentially the different bosses in the dungeon areas of Godforge. The cool thing is, us content creators did get some leaks in to do with this. Obviously, me being a little bit busy, I didn't do it. I apologize. I didn't do it. I'm sorry. And maybe I will do my own coverage of it soon. But I have plans of making my own video on to do with a potential rogue-like PvP game mode, which I think will pique a lot of people's interest for a video idea, and maybe the team, obviously, behind Godforge, to, who knows, implement it in-game. And obviously, all of this dungeon stuff and all the news, if you want to keep up to date with Godforge, check out other content creators. There's a bunch of us covering Godforge, including myself, obviously, and I'm going to be trying to do more fun, let's say, experimental and suggestional content until the game comes out, when we're going to be going hard, obviously, for this. So I am loving the animations there of those bosses.
Hey guys, this is Hell Hades.
Here he is. Oh, I'm blocking him. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
For 2 years and 5 months, we've been building.
Do you know what's crazy? He says it's 2 years. I've been following this game for about 1.5 years. So I'm about 6 months behind, obviously, the initial launch of it. But can I just say, what a journey. Because I've been able to watch this game from the beginning in Fateless, right, on their channel, develop stage by stage. And when they thought, you know what, we like this idea, they scrapped it and they got a better idea, you know? Like, they love to actually change things, and they're not scared to try something out. And if it doesn't fill like the void that they're trying to fill, it gets scrapped and they try something different. And I like the fact that they're experimenting and trying things in a game. It's their first game, for God's sake, and let's have fun with it too, which they clearly are doing. So I absolutely love the journey so far of this of Godforge for the last 2 years. It's crazy.
Really close now. So yeah, this is the video I put out 2 years, 5 months ago. I can
Madness.
share this. This is when I said to you guys,
Madness.
I'm doing this because you asked me to. You guys wanted us to be able to build a game that's going to be awesome in this genre, a squad RPG, and we are looking to deliver. So early next year, this.
Should we break down that? I have to. I'm sorry. I know I'm pausing a lot, but guys, this is what you watch me for, because
I'm doing.
Look how good this looks again. I know it's a little bit blurry because of the YouTube video coming in from, but if you watch this on your own, Jesus Christ, the animation level is so nice. Like, look at that.
Wanted us to be able to build a game.
Look how high res this is. Oh my God, it's a wallpaper in right there. Just for you guys. Just for you guys. Boom, boom, boom. Take a picture. You can take a picture. Thank me later. If you want to set it as your wallpaper this Christmas, go for it. Absolutely. Wow. Wow. Like, this game is literally screenshot after screenshot. So magnificent. We're only in 1 minute 30 of the video. It's going to be a long-ass video, this, guys.
RPG, and we are looking to deliver. So early next year, this is going to be released. What I'm going to show you today is basically the framework.
Even what, I don't know if you guys have noticed, obviously it's been in a few videos, but I haven't mentioned this on one of my videos, is the background. I don't know if you guys noticed, the background that you were in, the environment we're in right now, is not that 2D image anymore. You can see how they took the 2D image, the AI image, whatever you want to call it, as people meme about, what they had as just a filler, right? Just so they can have something in there so it didn't look plain and boring and bland and just, why is there nothing there, right? You can see kind of like some preview artwork, and the team there have built it up, right? They've built it up, and if I just kind of move myself over, Simon, just for this sake, you'll see that even like the models themselves almost do feel 3D, right? And I think that is what they're aiming for, especially because of the way they've you know, shadowed the stairs on the right side to the left side, so obviously enforcing the lights coming again from this direction. It's really good. And then the Stonehenge call, I'm calling it that, the Stonehenge callback. Thank you, because what's one of the greatest wonders of the world that we get to see in game, and it's the Godforge kind of area, which I think is sick. I actually think it's sick because everyone has, yeah, you know, their theories, their call outs on it, but I love the fact that they've gone from every area in the world and have tried to get the stories, implement it into Godforge. And when you press play, I'm just going to say, guys, watch the animation of this. I'm going to unfortunately mute Simon for this, but look at that. It really does give you that ooh feel, you know? And obviously, right, that's what you want. You want this to feel. And I can imagine, hopefully, maybe in the future, what they might do, especially with these doorways, these little, you know, these little lights areas that they've got in, these little windows, right? All they could do, which would be really interesting if they did, is kind of one of them ambient effects. You know, like a little ambient effect. So it feels like this light's actually alive, it's moving. Do you get what I mean? Because that could be even like a random shadow might walk every 30 seconds. That could be cool, right? So love it. So let's bring him back on.
A weekly video, and we do a weekly podcast, just really like sharing the updates of the development of the game, that type of stuff. But yeah, in this video, I'm just going to kind of like catch you up, really. Almost every 3 months or so, I've been doing a video just sharing the sort of development of the game and some of the key
Jesus Christ.
We went from
I'm not looking. I'm not looking. I promise.
Source our ideas,
but
investment so we can actually build this thing.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Can we just appreciate this model of detail? Like, again, the lighting. Like, I think what people don't realize is how much lighting really makes something come alive when you've got a good directional lighting with the right skybox, and it kind of like hits off the atmosphere and creates these unique lines, and obviously gives life to the character, because this is kind of what you expect, these shadows underneath the arms, right? So if you look down here, shadows underneath the arms, perfect. The light's coming down off here, hence why you got these light strikes or white lines, emphasizing they're the highest point. Same with this top side of the arm. So you got to think that's this side is bright, while under here is dark, right? And it sounds so stupid, but good lighting does that. And if you don't have good lighting, let's be real, the models don't look as good as they should be, right? And a lot of people, especially in Alpha Wave 3 who played the game, it really enjoyed the gameplay, but they did say for some reason they expected the models to look better. That's because there wasn't as good lighting in the game yet. Look at the difference now, and I can imagine we're going to go through more, which is going to be crazy.
50 people now.
Even the shine. So if we look at stuff like this again, really good. We just went forward instead of backwards. Apologies, spoilers there. We didn't see anything. But if we watch this animation again, so watch the animation of this piece of light here. This is what I'm talking about, right? And this is why I like to go in depth about on these videos, because I love gameplay. I love, obviously, the details, and I just love like anything game related, because I've obviously done a bit of game design through college, you know, done a little bit as well through university and stuff, but nothing too crazy. And look at it, you can see how it's tracking. That's the best way of putting it. It's almost like what they've done is they've got the camera right there, and we're looking through the camera, and as you can imagine, like maybe as a photographer and stuff, you're gonna have your flash, and they've got the flash, boom, there, the camera's there, and it's tracking perfectly together now. It's not going on, right? And you can clearly see that, especially on these bottom sides, and then they've got other directional lighting coming through, I feel like, anyway.
And
because that showcases it there. Look, so we've got the shine here, and we've got some extra shine from over here. This is probably from the directional lighting of what they've got, obviously, in the environment, which is great. While this is us, we're looking through this camera lens, so we are obviously creating some extra lighting, but Jesus Christ, look how good Athena's shield looks there, guys. Again, oh my god. I'm just saying, like, holy smokes. Wow. Just round of applause. Like,
to kind of like
this is what I'm talking about.
Stages. I've shown you the characters, the heroes as they've been built along the way. We had an alpha.
Oh, that looks so good.
September.
Look at the difference. And this is honestly what really does add up. So if you guys don't know what a skybox is, so a skybox, especially if you like get into modeling, these are basically just a map, as we would call them. Imagine you got a map and we stretched it into a ball, and everything's in the ball, and you've got to think then, if you look up, you're seeing this stretched sky, right? And that's kind of what we call it, a skybox, kind of. And you can see how they've made these skyboxes, and obviously each hero, let me just mute Simon here, each hero here, if we go back again, has or will have its own unique skybox, hence why you see the skybox in the Athena one here looking so goddamn good too. And then we go into this one, you can see again, look how good that skybox is, and compare it to a good old boring day in good old Yorkshire, where we have grey skies, grey bland weather all day, every day, all year round. I'm just saying, right? I'm just saying, right? We're back at jolly good home here. So he does showcase, look at the difference of what happens when you add layer after layer after layer on a product, and it's not just a simple, you know, AI UI interface. You've got your model, you've got your skybox, you've got your lighting, you've got your animations, you've got sound effects, you've got all of this coming in, and it adds up. So let's pull it back.
People now in the Fateless team, and we've hit different milestones along the way. So
love it. Love it so far. If you guys have not guessed,
I guess early development stages. I've shown you the characters, the heroes as they've been built along the way. We had an alpha test in July through to September.
Came second by, not second, but second out of the content creators, by the way. Just saying.
And now we're in this
second fastest to complete it out of the CCs, which was crazy.
Looking to drop early next year. So first thing I'm going to show you is, what should I show you first? Heroes, I think. I'm going to show you how heroes have evolved.
Oh, bro, look at the difference. Oh my god. I'm going to stay here because I'm not hiding anything actually important right now, just to let you guys know. Obviously, we can go down each one of these heroes. Let me know in the comment section down if you want me to break down each one of these, what I'm thinking of them so far and that. But again, look at the difference compared to before. You can see the shadows, you can see the lighting. Compared to before, before you had just a bright armor. You didn't have these reflections, these shadows again, which gives him the life, and especially the background now really makes him stand out and actually appear like a fucking badass. I'm gonna be honest.
We now got a lot of the correct sort of backdrops and setting in for the heroes. In fact, let's
what a
go
badass!
The different realms here. It's like our version of factions.
Okay, so they call them realms. So each faction, as I would call them too, are called realms in this game. Fair enough. I like it. I like it. It makes sense. The different realms, right? You're in the Aru realm and all the Aru gods, right? Makes sense. Makes sense. I like it.
And I'll show you just a few.
We got quite a lot of heroes here too, by the way.
Of those heroes with good lighting and shaders in play. You can start to see the sort of vibe we're going for, the sort of quality level we're trying to hit.
Wow.
Our game. So we've got the...
Give me Fenrir, please.
Faction here, which is basically...
Please give him my boy. He's like one of my favorite gods, man.
But if you've been following the project...
If you guys don't know, I've been following these updates, and the amount of times I see Fenrir's portrait, and I'm like, please, click on my good old doggo. I'm sad. I just want him to click on it.
Horus, Ra.
Oh, Ra looks so badass too, man. Like, obviously Anubis, one of my favorite characters of Alpha 3, by the way. And if you never played him, he is an absolute beast of a bruiser. He basically can apply despair, which stops him basically from taking an action. It's really powerful because you can get certain combinations, and we call them despair locks, where you're able to lock down the entire team with despair, so then they skip their turn, go to yours. Really good for PvE pushing, honestly. Really good for PvE pushing.
Anubis, Horus, Ra.
Yeah, Ra looks sick. Look at I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but compared to Alpha Wave 3, I'm picking up on this already. The helmet, this used to be just an orange plate, if I remember correctly. I wonder if Simon himself will comment and say you are right on that. It looks like they've actually animated and given the life to these different areas, especially the eye on the staff. You've got this whole, I don't know what you want to call it, like the halo of Ra, right? His whole headpiece, and especially this gem too. If we just watch this animation, I'm gonna just mute Simon and then replay it. But every time you watch it, look at it. Oh wow. Watch that again. Look at that. Giving that bit of life. Love it.
Let's go into...
Go on, click it, please.
Guardian faction.
Click him.
Thor
looks so good. Give me Fenrir, please. Please.
But see, it's kind of like well on the way. All of the legendaries will have their own idol breaker, which is unique to them.
Hey. Yo, Foz is sick. He threw his yo, that one is sweet. The way he just like yeets it at me here, look like
idol breaker, which is unique to them.
I didn't offend him, I promise. Goes around the whole world. Boom. Yes, my boy, Fenrir, dude. Why do I love Fenrir? Honestly, if you guys know any of the Asgardian tales, he is one of the children of Loki, and in Fenrir's kind of like story, what you learn is like they chain him up because he's so powerful, and they're scared of how powerful he is. And what they do is get Tyr, the blacksmith of the Asgardians, to basically feed him. And through the story, basically, Fenrir bites the hand of Tyr and rips it off. And there's a lot more, obviously, a lot more of the story in there, but that's just a quick little TLDR of it. It's just a really cool story when you go through all of like Fenrir and Jargamonda, obviously then with Tyr, Loki, and Odin in this whole kind of trickery where they're trying to trick Fenrir that, you know, these chains, you know, are there for safety and they're not going to trap you or something. And then he breaks out of the chains. He becomes unchained. I loved it. I just love it. One of the best favorite Asgardian laws I can just go through. But yeah, what a G. I'm so glad I can unlock this hero.
Who else shall I show you here?
Oh, it even howls. Oh!
Really sweet.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're still in the sort of polish phase right now.
He looks really cool.
For the next few months, it's really polish, lighting.
He looks really cool.
And the environments to make sure that they really sell. Bringing in
like, especially when you're looking at the idle animation. So if we just, so this is Grendel, right? So Grendel, when we go, you know, again frame by frame, I want you to pay attention to stuff like his arm, right? Because you can see how they are generating. If you look here very carefully, right on this little eye, almost on the nostril. I'm not even lying. They almost made it come out of the nostril of the skull, which is hilarious that they almost did that. But this is where all these, like, you know, look at these, this effect, this gas, acidic, you know, toxic bubbles are coming. You can see even like how it's dripping there. Look. Dripping off the arm. I love it. I love these little things. It's the little pieces of detail that adds into the life of obviously the character. Because then we look at his other pieces, his shield with his little third hand there. Absolutely love it. Grendel's backpack as well of body parts.
It's really sweet.
What a hero. Look at it.
We're still in the sort of polish phase right now, so for the next few months, it's really
I love
polished,
that's really cool. Really cool.
And the environments to make sure that they really sell.
I'm so glad I didn't spoil this for myself. Like, oh my lord.
Hero,
oh, we get the Fisher King.
Faction. This is the Fisher King.
So he does look a lot better than before. Even the goblet looks, the Holy Grail, should I say, looks a lot better. Because he's defender of the Holy Grail, right? Of a chalice. Nice. Morrigan! Hey, she's there! She's there! Oh, shit! Everyone's been waiting for Morrigan, and there it is. Hell yeah.
This dude's cool.
Yeah, this guy looks really cool. I personally don't know who... I want to say, before Hades says it, I want to say it's Arwen or Arwen. He hasn't got a Y. If he has a Y, it'd be a win, and that's what's throwing me off. So I don't know if it's Aaron or what, but he does look really sweet as a hero. So I'm really interested to see what he does. He's a bruiser as well, which is really interesting.
King Arthur with Excalibur here, and
his Excalibur looks really interesting. You not think? I'll be honest, it really does look interesting, because when you think of Excalibur, I'll be honest, especially when you watch a lot of like anime as well, like, and I'm a secret weeb, me people know this, right? When you watch a lot of anime, and especially even like films, like when you look at the Excalibur, it doesn't look like this, right? They go for that really traditional, what I would call pointy hilt, pointy gems, sharp sword. Like that's the best way I put it. Where put this really weird looking hilt that's really thin and over glorious, and then they've got this really cool looking blade coming out of it. That's what it looks like, right? But here, Godforge went, nah, forget that. Like, Excalibur's gonna be this sword that's this absolute, you know, powerhouse of a sword from tip to hilt. Tip to hilt. This sword's gonna look badass. We're not going for some basic, you know, we're not going for this basic swordsman. It's King Arthur, bro. Love it.
Who else have we got? Let's bring you
Who
down
else is going to show?
Okay, it's probably my favorite faction, actually. So this is the American. Yeah,
the
Metzel. Really cool.
Is that what her name?
Heroes in this faction.
Metzely? Metzely?
Amatots,
that's it.
We've got Kinich.
Yeah, this I must admit, this faction is one of my favorites too. The Mayans all look fantastic. Look at him.
Hi.
He looks so sick. I want him.
Sizin.
One of my favorites.
Dude. It's maybe my favorite idol breaker in the game.
Oh, we get to see the idol breaker.
Play out in a second.
Oh.
Loads of character in it. Bit of sass. But very cool.
Nice. I do like it.
Got like epics and rares.
Bro, I'm just saying. Hold the phone there, Simon. What is that? That cleaver looks crazy. Like, we have this little scythe, and then
obviously we've got like epics and
this is like Monster Hunter level.
rares and all of the sort of normal tropes.
Oh wow!
For this type of game,
I'm just gonna be honest.
Rares
he looks amazing.
Sort of
He really does look amazing. I want him to frame by frame show him off a bit here because he goes really quick. Oh wow! Look all those gems and the gold detailing, and he looks like he's got red skin too. Yeah, yeah, and even the tassels, right? The furry tassels. They've put a lot of detail into this hero. I'm going to be honest. He's one of the most detailed heroes I've seen. That's crazy amount of effort they've put into him, and he's an epic. He's an epic.
You would expect for this type of game. Let's have a look here.
Oh,
this is the Eka faction. It's sort of based on.
I can't look. My girlfriend might get mad. I'm joking. There, holy booba.
Lilith.
Oh, bro, Lilith. Lilith. Let me. I don't want to see, but. Let me see Lilith. Come on. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, all right.
We've got Lilith. We've got Pazuzu.
Oh, Pazuzu looks so cool.
My favorite weapon.
Hey, yo.
Really bad.
Yo, his wings. Can we just appreciate who is the wing artist? Can I just ask who legit? If Simon's watching, if he's got to this part of the video, I will applaud him. But can we ask who did the models for these wings? Because I'm telling you now, give them a raise. Look how good those feathers look compared to everything else. They look insanely detailed. Look at them. Oh my God. I've got to hide Simon. Like, I'm sorry, buddy. But look at how good they look. Whoa!
My favorite weapon in the game.
I'm just saying, whoever modeled these wings, oh my God, you did a fantastic job.
Really bad.
Holy smokes. Compared to the others as well? Oh my Lord. Pazuzu.
Also looking really sweet as well.
I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it.
We've then got, so this is our Tian faction. It's kind of like based on
Wukong. I can't wait to get my hands on.
The dragons, the serpent dragons like Tianlong.
Tianlong looks really cool. Yan Wang looks really. Ooh. So I'm pretty certain I've been following this guy quite religiously, and from what I'm understanding, maybe I'm wrong here, but this staff has gone through some work, has it not? Because I don't remember, from what I have seen, them going in the direction of having this floating skull inside of this, like, Watcher staff, right? Like, never. They had this, they had a bunch of concept ideas for the helmets. I'm assuming They had different concepts for this, and I'm going to be honest, whoever thought of doing this, good on you.
Wang, who's basically the god of
that is terrifying.
Wukong is in. Again, lots of very cool dudes. I actually really like
Sun Tzu! Sun Tzu! We saw him! We saw the name!
Again, lots of very cool dudes.
The master of the art of war. Hell yeah, dude. See, I'm really happy about this because people don't know, like, you know, Sun Tzu is in the game. I normally play Age of Empires Mobile. He's a prolific war leader and one of the greatest minds of all time, people say, in the military game. And wow, I love it. I love it.
I actually really like this guy as well. And then we go into
Order.
So
Hey, this order looks insanely better than ours on Age of Empires Mobile. And look how... Oh, wow.
Very, very sweet.
The eye animation's good. And I don't know if you noticed this. Maybe I just did. For the very first time here, we need to be very sneaky with this. That sword's serrated. Is it not?
Oda looking very, very...
It is. That's interesting. That is very interesting. Why? I'm not saying you can't do this, but you don't see this normally, do you? You don't really see this. It's normally like an animation effect, like some sort of glow, but they've purposely made this part of the sword, it looks like.
Very, very sweet.
Look at that. And then it goes into a full katana blade. That's a very interesting design choice there. I don't think many people understand, but that is a very interesting design. I would love to pick the brains of these guys on why they make these design choices, because it's so interesting, because it honestly stands out. That's why I like it. It's not even like it's bad. It stands out, and it gives it that little bit more. I think what Simon probably would ask for, like a bit more of a badass character to it. Especially when we're looking at it frame by frame, and him. Like, look how good these rope look like. Again, like, I don't know who's in charge of the fabric side of things, like rope, and even like the feathers, like any type of like hair. But Jesus, the hair looks insane.
Sweet. This backdrop was actually just finished yesterday.
Great backdrop, by the way. Great skybox.
Again, another very cool.
So we got Raijin here, and I don't know, I forgot what the other guy is called, because there is two of them. A lot of games do, you know, quote both of these different Jins. There's like one like Raijin, obviously there's like Saijin, Gaijin. There's loads of different, like, even in Yu-Gi-Oh, like there's a lot of different Jin-based characters that are based off these gods, which is really cool. I actually like Raijin. He's probably going to be one of my favorite characters again, just on raw looks because of the drums.
Raijin comes.
Yeah,
it's
man.
A bit of polishing, but it's actually very sweet.
Bum 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 bum.
Let's go.
Hell yeah!
Here? I can show you. Oh yeah, these guys.
Ooh.
And Gozu.
Oh my god. That's an epic hero. Jesus Christ. Gozu and Mo. Oh.
Mezu
and Gozu. Oh.
Show you. Oh yeah, these guys as well.
I hope they have good skills. Please give them good skills. Oh my god, they look so good. Look at the hooves. He's a stallion, baby. Look at them hooves.
Mezu and Gozu.
Oh yeah, bro. That axe there. This effect here is so fucking badass. Sorry for my language, but it's so badass. Like Jesus, man. Oh, I love it.
Work on these.
Give me it. Give me it. I need the game already. Give me the game already.
To the
Olympians. Medusa.
So the Olympus faction.
So this was an interesting one. I wonder if he does mention it here. If you guys haven't been watching any of the updates and you're just new to the channel and stuff and checking this out for the first time, Medusa obviously had some different looking snacks. And I'm going to be honest, I am so glad they've gone down this direction. I don't know what it is. These snakes give me the same type of snake vibes from Harry Potter with the parcel tongue and stuff. Honestly, great job again. I think this is a way better direction they've gone for Medusa. Jesus, I'm not looking again.
Here.
I can't look. My girlfriend will get mad.
Make sure you don't look in her eyes. Also, do not look at her bosoms. Ares, the god of war.
Oh, Ares, mate. Yeah, Ares looks really good. Let's go back through Ares again.
Her eyes. Also, do not look at her bosoms.
Bro, I've lost twice already. I'm sorry. Oh, bro. Yeah, that is... Without saying it, it is fire. I'm gonna be honest. That is fire, bro. Like, the way they figured it out. Yo, he's the god of war. Let's just make him the god of war, bro. No, none of this bullshit Roman. Like, you can see where they've gone for the Roman pantheon, right? And then they just went, you know what? Why has he got the traditional feathers? He should have fire. He should have flames, bro. Love it. Absolutely love it. Obviously, they'll fix stuff like this, if you guys are wondering. That's why I'm not commenting on any of the clippings, because I know these guys are going to fix those animations, because they fix those animations on so many of the heroes. And for us, especially myself, this is a lot of new stuff that I've not seen yet. So I'm loving it.
Yeah, and still polishing.
Ares does look, though, like he will absolutely wreck you. I'm just saying.
To do, but we're kind of like moving things on really well. And then finally, we've got
Slavs.
Slavic faction.
Yeah, boy.
So,
I was honestly surprised they did this, and it is one that I am super happy they did. Only because of Chernobog. It's sad to know, but the only reason I know Chernobog here is through the American Gods series. I never knew. It sounds bad for me, I know, but I never knew the Slavs had their own, like, gods and law and stuff like this. And when I found that out, I was mind blown. And when you hear some of their stuff, it's crazy. Especially the Baba Yaga here. Never knew I was a Slavic thing, too. It just, wow.
Svarog,
just wow. It's just the diversity on this roster is crazy.
And plenty more. Polonitsa, this one's also really cool.
I like that.
Of a visual.
Nice little
and yeah,
one.
so you get a feel for the type of vibe we're going for. Now, when we did the alpha, there was a few things which the players really enjoyed. So
yeah,
and it was actually some of the things that purposely we've tried to innovate with in this genre. So we've got our weapon system here, where
we see new weapons for the first time. So obviously that's the A10 that we know. I think that's Ra's staff, World Splitter that we know, Molineer here. That's Excalibur, though. So we got Excalibur there. We got Athena's shield, Zeus's weapon. I forgot what it was called. I think it's Zeus's weapon. It's like the Ame no Summer. I think, if I'm pronouncing it right. Then we just see that, is it Pazuzu's weapon or someone? We've just seen this weapon. That looked crazy. Hammer, so I'm guessing that is the Slav guy's hammer we've just seen as well. I'm really bad with the Slav names. I'm so sorry. I'm learning. I promise.
Weapons will have an ability.
Forge Fire.
Ability to imprint a passive of any hero onto your...
It's a shame. They knew what they were doing. It's a shame we didn't see what this weapon did. That would have been a really spicy little one there. But when we're looking at stuff up here, you can see the gold. You can see the... It looks like some sort of essence that they're using now to upgrade. So there is a different resource that you're going to need to upgrade. Obviously, they've just made this properly instead of before being those books that we had. So they've changed that from books to this, which is fair play. They're just making it look nicer.
This is one of the ways we wanted to innovate to give players real depth of their kind of like builds. So all of the different weapons will have its own, what we're calling an implicit, which is an ability. And then you will put a passive onto that weapon as well, so that every build you do can be basically unique. So if you get duplicates of heroes, you can actually...
Yeah, this system's really good, by the way.
Passive away, so I had to literally grab my Lancelot here. Some of the abilities not implemented.
Yeah, so the way it works, as he's explaining, is, for example, you know, there's heroes even like Thingy, I forgot what his bloody name is, from 300. But he has an imprint that says that you deal damage and then you get like I think 50% as a barrier or something like that, or he deals 50% more damage to barriers. I've forgotten which one it is. It's one or the other. But you can have that ability on certain heroes and start breaking them, right? It's like Darganet here had an old imprint which said you had a certain percentage chance to obviously join like counter attack, like just get in an attack, which was really good. In these joint attacks, and these joint attacks made you do a lot of damage. That's what made Bork really powerful in Alpha Wave 3, because he allowed you to have that 25% counter attack chance, which was really powerful on the right heroes. But we're seeing even new heroes here. We've got a Cyclops on stage here. I don't know if you realized that, but new little hero, little Cyclops there.
Yeah, in terms of names and stuff, but I would be able to extract Lancelot's imprint that onto a weapon, and then whoever holds that weapon is going to have that passive ability. It's really fun.
There you go. This is the new one. So obviously Darganet, I'll just hide so you guys can see. Darganet's imprint was so powerful they changed it, and this is the newer Darganet one. 25% chance to increase this hero's turn meter by 5% if a debuff is placed. Not too bad. Obviously maybe in the right scenarios might be really good on the right heroes, but it's kind of like you can imagine like an early game maybe rare one for now, and later on you might need it again in the right stages. Who knows? But also, these are what they're like. They're just passives.
As like a fun
passives you put on weapons, like and then anyone can wear them.
That's gonna be one of our kind of like key changes to what you see in this type of game. Also, the other one which
this is cool too. So they've cleaned up their battle stuff. So there's draft, which you can actually see now, which is going to be, I think, one of the more interesting parts of the game. I'll be honest, I think draft is going to be super interesting. And like I said early on in this video, I know it's been a long one, but when it comes to this draft feature, they could do a lot of different roguelikes, PvP, PvE, game modes, all through drafting, and that could be really interesting to play. Dungeons, we know, campaign, the tower making a return in its own way, which is cool too, and then the arena.
Enjoyed. Let me just jump into a dungeon here.
All the dungeons, all of them.
Our ultimate system. So just gonna grab Perun.
Yeah, so I'm gonna skip through this bit. This is the combat system. Just explaining that. I'll just mute it. During your turn, you can use people's ultimates. So even though you can't see it right now, if I come back up at the top, we can basically use Gilgamesh's ultimate here. So you can see Gilgamesh here. He's going to be not in turn. It's technically, I think this is Perun, who this guy is. I've forgotten who his name is, but I think it's Perun. It's his turn right now. And because it's his turn, you can use, obviously, your A1 or A2. But if you had the ultimate of Gilgamesh, you can use the ultimate of Gilgamesh and do that ultimate ability, basically, and clear it through. So you'll see that happen now. And then we get this feature, which is interesting, Rifts. And we did know quite a while back something like this was on its way. We didn't know if it was going to be rifts like this, but I'm really interested to see what happens. Let's see what he says.
For this. Damn, we just slayed the whole group. We've got rifts that can randomly open. I didn't expect that to happen, but you could go into a rift and there's like more rewards there, but it's more challenging.
Yeah, that's cool. Because the thing is, as we know, they're aiming to try and get these achievements and secret unlocks and these secrets in Godforge. So when people find it in the pantheon and in the community, and even content creators like ourselves, we find these secrets, we can make videos on it and showcase how to get these secrets obtained for your account. And it's a really cool, fun community experience everyone can get involved in.
So it's kind of like risk.
So I like the fact that they've got these rifts, which are bonus rewards as well in there.
In the game, your heroes gain divinity. And divinity.
Yeah, so he's going through the combat system. We're going to just skip through the combat system because we know a bit too much of it. And if you guys want to watch more combat and understand it, we did do a full breakdown of it and technically played it through on live stream, so you can watch all of that gameplay footage. But hell yeah, what a boss.
Really imposing. So a lot of our bosses will have this kind of like, almost like World of Warcraft-esque feel to them in terms of like the size, the epic nature of them. And as I say, we've got 3 different camera modes. So we've got this POV, which I've kind of shown you here. We've got the top camera, which kind of comes behind your team.
One of my favorites.
We've got the action camera, which is more like the isometric view, which perhaps we're a bit more used to in games like Raid. And then obviously we could go in there and get a job done. I've got it on insta kill, I think, right now. So that's why everyone's just getting slain so easy.
And that makes sense.
So this is kind of like a feel for some of the combat.
It does look good. I don't want to go too in depth on that. Why? Because the thing is, even though I want to cover Godforge content, and I've covered so much already in this one video and broken it down and reacted, I don't want to react to every single thing, because at the end of the day, I am a gamer. I'm like you. I want to open up the game and have some surprises still that I just don't know and I'm not fully, in-depth knowledge with. Because that spoils, I think, a bit of the fun. So I am looking forward to fighting this boss here for it, but I don't want to go too much in what I think is happening.
So we've got a number of different game modes which will be available in our early access campaign, where we will have cutscenes which have been like animated, really
beautiful cutscenes,
storytelling. For our campaign, we will release with chapter 1, but for us, campaign does not end once you've done it. We will be dropping lore-based chapters over time. So the campaign's an ongoing feature.
I like that. I like that, because this is one thing I have always said too, that I hope this game does compared to the other games, where they just have their campaign, you complete the campaign, it's over and done with, and then they just bring out brand new content in forms of these events and these timely banners and stuff that disappear. It's more interesting if you are able to create a story from that content and introduce it at the same time. Some people don't like lore, I get that, but it's the effort that matters. And when you put it together, it does create this really amazing feel. So it feels cool to know that whatever we've got here in this campaign area, obviously the stage down at the bottom here and so forth, right? No matter what we've got in these stages, we're going to be able to get more in the future, which is, again, I think a big W for me. I think being able to add on a way to explain why certain content is in the game is massive. Same with all the different layers you can see here. These are the dungeons in the game, and it was up to 5. There wasn't a 6th one, which many people, including myself, are speculating on. Then you got the Tower of Order and the Tower of Chaos. So this is where what we kind of, I'm guessing, played in, right? We went down these tower levels, which was super fun, super interesting to do. But here we got in the Tower of Order, so you can only use Chaos heroes, while this one you can only use Order heroes. So it makes sense why there's Order and Chaos now. Obviously, to split up different types of content that we can play in. I'm looking forward to it. I am absolutely looking forward to it. And then it said draft mode.
We've got the draft mode, which is a normalized game mode. Every time you do a draft, you will get a different set of heroes, a different set of challenges. There's zero chance that it could be pay to win, because it's literally down to your skill and knowledge of the game.
Right. Oh, here we go. Let's go.
Some cool imprints and
sorry, Simon.
For your weapons, that type of stuff.
That's what we would like to hear.
Version of Arena, which is basically
I'm sorry, that's exactly what we like to hear. And the thing is, as well, like I said, I am gonna be making my own kind of draft mode. I think the way they're doing this draft mode, I would assume it's more single player at the moment, which is going to be like as if you played like Slay the Spire, even like Balatro, any roguelike game where you go through each stage and then you've got some, again, choices to make, pick the path which you want to go down, purchase certain stuff in the shop which might boost your team or the boost that you've got. That's going to be super fun. But what I'm going to try and do is make a draft mode for PvP, like 2 draft modes for PvP, to be honest. Like the first one's gonna be really interesting because it will evolve dungeon bosses or a boss of some sort, but then the next one will be more of a traditional, I think, PvP draft mode, unless that is what this is gonna be, unless obviously I'm right in thinking this first draft button is gonna be more single player style, which from the explanation we've got from Simon so far.
Arena where you you work your
And we know Arena. We've seen Arena in many games.
Arena, which we
so good to see it, though. Good to see it, you know, and have it.
Through different levels, etc. For early access, that's our kind of like initial view of Arena, but we will have
ooh, Pantheon and Pantheon boss. Ooh.
We then have.
Okay, let's look at this, because this is going to be where things are going to be interesting. So we've got our Pantheon Arena boss. You got the Pantheon message of the day, a news feed, which is interesting. Tasks, members, and whatever is behind good old Simon's head.
I can show you
Kronos,
who's going to be the
ooh, okay.
enemy. We've got a number of different ways to earn rewards. We want for you to play with your friends. So even if you have like someone who comes in 2 months after you, they could still join the same Pantheon, and they would still earn good rewards based on the milestone rewards, based on the Pantheon reward bonus.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. So there's different, no matter what, if you're a new player or a veteran, and basically a new player enters your Pantheon, what he's explaining is in the milestone rewards here, there's going to be that Pantheon line here as well. And you got to think, these milestone rewards that you as a Pantheon have gained, and like these weekly bonuses, are going to help everyone. Everyone's going to get the same. But then on top of that, there is your personal rewards. This is how well you do for your Pantheon in selected, you know, challenges or whatever it is. So I like this. I like this.
Based on the sort of
really good
damage they're able to.
It's literally the best of both worlds. That's the best way of saying it.
We want for Pantheons to be formed of people that enjoy playing together. So yeah, let me just
trying to see if there's anything else on stream they're in.
You Kronos in all his glory.
Ooh.
No, in Unity, so this blue is just because I've not loaded him in yet today. So this is Kronos.
Nice. He's giving me very angelic vibes.
Turn the UI off as well. We will have, so anyone who's playing on auto, you can literally just be like, bam, I'm going to turn off any of the UI that I don't really care about right now. So
okay, let's mute Simon. I'm sorry, Simon. I know you're explaining this, but I need to take this in. He looks great. And the thing is that we need to take advantage of too while we're here is the very top, because we've got here the passive, and then we got these skills. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 skills, it looks like. One of them is a passive almost going 2. So there's 2 passives rolling for Kronos here, as well as 2 moves. One of them, both of them are on cooldown, so they're ready to use. While this one's got a 2-turn clock on it still, so we need to be careful of what this guy's going to do, it seems like. Obviously, we don't know what he's going to do, but he's got passives here too. How do I know this? Well, when you press play, any passive in the game is got this little wee. So these could be stuff like, for example, this boss cannot be crowd controlled, so it can't be, you know, stunned. This boss cannot be, you know, turn meter stolen, vice versa. So there could be certain things in these 3, and then there's this passive that he has himself, and then these 4 abilities that we're going to be going across, including this additional passive as well. So not too bad. He looks pretty cool. The wings, again, looking fantastic. He looks badass, very epic, very huge, very different too to what I would expect Kronos to look like. So I like it. I like the fact that the Godforge team, let me just put it back on screen one last time, really have got their way of standing out. Let's just say that, you know, they've not gone for the basic stuff that you expect these bosses and these gods and these just even legends, right, to look like. They've gone down such an interesting route, and you've got to just give credit where credit's due, right?
You just be like, bam, I'm going to turn off any of the UI that I don't really care about right now, so I could things are
okay,
all that type of stuff. I'm not going to give away any of the actual abilities yet, because I want that to be fun when we, you know, sort of move our way into.
See, I'm trying to restrict myself, and I know I did it.
System, so you will have the ability as a Pantheon to join a Discord server chat.
Oh wow!
Interact with Discord directly through our chat system. Also.
Oh, I'm gonna be honest. I have never seen that used in any game like that. The way I see Discord being used, especially in Age of Empires Mobile, where I'm from, and other games alike, you have Discord integration, but it's a button, and you press the button, and it takes you to the Discord server, and then you just chat in Discord. But they've bridged that That is very clever. Round of applause to them. Bridging the fact that, so you can see this too.
Through our chat system.
Let me go back.
Pantheon to...
So here, talk to your Pantheon outside Godforge by syncing your Pantheon chat with a text channel on Discord. So literally, if you have a specific channel you create, you could put that into this banner, right? And then anytime you need to tell anyone in your Pantheon, yo, this event's on. Yo, we need to get online to start doing this one task right now. Do it. Yo, a new gift code has dropped, right? New news has come out, or even just help. All of that can be linked into a text channel, copy the URL, paste it into here, and then you gotta think, this box we're in behind is gonna have the Discord chatting. That is crazy. I'm gonna be honest, that is crazy. What a one. And oh my god, there's more. Holy shit.
Also, on your friends list, you'll be able to connect to Discord and be chatting to your friends.
Bro, the fact that they've just got Discord there, so if you connect your Discord to your account and your friends do it, it's easier to find your friends through the Discord, obviously, names, right? Instead of trying to type their name out. And has it got this? What's your name? MrSneakyy, hashtag what? 28952786128. No. I love it. Love it.
Whilst you're playing.
Round of applause.
So we want for the interactivity to be really high. That's one of the key sort of features of the game. We've got obviously a different weapon system, stuff like that. We've got
the
good filtering.
So we saw this before as well, the inventory system. This is honestly fantastic. I know a lot of people were asking for this in alpha, but Simon did tell you guys it wasn't going to be in the alpha build, but they do already have it. You can see, right? It is really good. I like it. I'm going to kind of skip through this filter system just because I'm going to be real. That's kind of basic. So I can imagine what is going through here is explaining how you can filter for like tier 5 piece of gear, and then the tier 5 gear here would only be shown. You're going to look for certain types of rarity, and even like the materials needed for certain, you know, types of builds. So you can kind of really filter out and find specific things, and then you can hit even just the reset down here, and then you're good as golden. There's also filter by effects. I know you don't know that, but you can filter for certain things, which is really cool too. And you can reset them. And as he's explaining now, is you can tune these. So if this accuracy type of gear, for example, is built for those disruptors who are trying to obviously put some sort of CC, you know, crowd control, trying to debuff you in some sort of way. If that is on top, you're going to get this extra bonus, which is 10 accuracy because they're attuned with the right piece of gear for the right piece of class. So you got to think you can build whatever gear you want, but as a new player, which I think is really good, and let me just put myself here so you guys can fully see everything. What I actually like about this too is, especially if you're a new player, and you feel a bit overwhelmed, you can think, okay, if I just get this hero and put on a piece of gear and this goes blue, so you know this, so this accuracy goes blue, so it's attuned on. I know at least I've got the right sort of gear on this hero, and it just builds up the layer, right, of understanding, right, you need this type of gear for this type of hero and this type of stat for that type of hero, right? And this game will teach you that, I think, just passively with these little basic mechanics, which I will say for myself as someone who's coming into these type of genre, you know, from like Raid and even playing stuff like Tap Force, which I've been quite enjoying recently. I can see why it's there, and I actually quite like this. I'll be fair. So that is kind of all it's showing. Then on here we can skip through this. This is kind of removal, so we don't care about that. And then again, skipping through. So he's got an archetype and attunement. So he's just explaining what I just said there. I can kind of bring out this piece of gear so you can see again. If you put the right piece of gear onto this hero, that's going to activate the attunement for them. And that looks like it is it. the outro. It's the outro. And I'm going to let it outro to at the back. And I'm going to say, what a absolute exciting video. And thank you, Simon, for obviously putting it onto his main channel, the Hell Hades channel. It was a blast. I was going to cover quite a lot of stuff in one of these videos, but hey, when you just drop the latest stuff, let's cover the latest stuff right there and then, right? And what a good video. 20 minutes. I know I've somehow gone nearly an hour. I'm sorry. I was trying to just be, you know, raw and see how these type of videos do. And at the end of the day, we've all been waiting for Godforge to come. So I can't wait for Godforge Early Access. And if you guys do want to support maybe me or just support Fateless more importantly, you can buy any merch that you want on their website. If you just use MrSneakyy10, it'll save you 10% off. But oh boy, what a video. I don't want to go any longer. I can't make it go any longer. I just realized how long it was. But if you guys enjoyed it, smash like, comment, and subscribe. It was full raw reaction, breakdowns, everything that you like on the channel. And I promise some new Godforge content will be coming onto the channel very soon. So keep an eye on it. And until the game comes out, you know what we do here. Stay safe, guys. Stay sneaky. Peace out.